Hello again. I'm Thomas, and today I would like to give you an update on the Open Shading Language implementation in Cycles. If you haven't heard of Open Shading Language before, you can check all the information on the code.blender.org blog. You'll find all information here, especially what is OSL and some information about the implementation in Cycles. And today I would like to show you how this node can be used in action and a few possibilities you have with that node. The Open Shading Language script node should be in trunk very soon, but if you would like to check it now, you can go to Gitorious and check out the Cycles OSL branch here. And also on top of that, you need the Open Shading Language libraries for your operating system. You can find additional information for that also on the code block here. Here is a link if you want to know more about the implementation and information about how to compile it on your system. But let's go into Blender. So this is the experimental Cycles OSL branch I have here from Gitorious. And I will now show you some examples of Open Shading Language shaders. First of all, you have to switch from GPU compatible to Open Shading Language shading system here. And then you can find the new node here under the script category. So I'll just add script. And now you can choose whether you want to load an existing text block from inside of Blender or if you want to load an external OSL shader from your hard drive. We will do that in this case. And I have my folder here let's take this example texture. As you can see, the script automatically compiled, so we changed the workflow here a bit. And it automatically compiles now, it generates the inputs and the outputs, and I can just connect the color output here to my diffuse shader and start rendering. And as you can see, there is our new texture pattern we have here. You can see the code for that here. It's not that complicated. I found this example online. It was originally written in GLSL, and the port to OSL was not really difficult. You can see the parameters here, which are used to generate the input and output sockets. So you can use that as part of your texture or material. And we can change the scale here. We can make it a bit bigger, for example, or change the rotation. So, yep. Okay, I will now show you another example. I also found this script online, written in GLSL on this website here. And it's an interesting stripes pattern, and I have modified it a bit to have some parameters here which can be changed during runtime. So I will again just load the script node here and load the OSL file from my hard drive, which is node stripes.osl in this case. And again, it automatically compiled the shader. Let's connect it again with my shader here and start rendering. And now you can see this interesting stripes pattern here. We have several options here. For example, I can change the offset of the pattern. If I want to animate that, I can animate this time socket. So if we go a bit forward in time, you can see all kinds of changes here. The pattern changes, so you can animate that, for example. And I can also change the amount of stripes which are being generated. So if we only type in 1, you see only this one little line here. You can just increase that and you get your additional stripes. This will look even more interesting if we change the diffuse shader to an emission one. So here. Okay, and this can also be used as the world background, for example. So if we go to our world background nodes, let's pause rendering for a second. We can now also just add this OSL script node, point it to the shader again. didn't automatically compile here. Therefore I can just go to my side panel, to my side region here, and update it and connect it again. Yep, and here the vector is probably wrong, so I will just quickly add a texture coordinate node and take the window vector here and change the offset a bit. Yep. So now I can have this pattern here as my background. If I decrease the strength of the emission, the lines become less thick. Yeah, that's basically it. I hope you get an idea about Open Shading Language and its possibilities and the current implementation in Cycles. Again, this script node should be in trunk very soon, in the upcoming days, but if you would like to use it now, you can go to Gitorious and download the branch here and compile it yourself. So thanks for watching, I hope you liked it, and see you soon again.